Welcome back. So, before we go to the next session, I would like to take you guys through our virtual experience center at Lanka Motor Show 2021 Virtual Expo. And especially the main advantage that you can have here is that you can actually feel like you can go through and walk through same like you can do at the physical location, especially with the COVID-19 situation in the world and in the country. Visiting a place is something that you would think twice. So, with this feature, actually within these 2 3 days, this is the first time in Sri Lanka that so many properties has come together in one platform and showcasing this kind of a virtual 3D walkthrough. And with our partner Moral Media's Magic Space as our 3D walkthrough and video partner at this Lanka Property Show 2021 Virtual Expo. We had captured almost 10 properties in Sri Lanka who are participating on this expo event. Especially the advantage, like I said, is you can go through all these properties and feel the space and everything. And if you like that property, you can click on the view project button and go in detail about the facilities that is um, available on the building, and what sort of flooring it's been used and whatnot and everything about that property. So also especially I need to mention that each of these properties has special discounted rates given only within this 20 2 or 3 day expo period. So if you want, you can directly contact the agents via a call or a video call or even a chat, and drop them a message and ask them, maybe even ask them to call you back and get in touch with them, explore the property, get to know the as an investor. If you can talk to them and see the ROI, the returns, and what advantages that you can have and everything. So I urge you to visit Lanka Property Show Virtual Experience Center, and you can visit lpw.lk/events. And yeah, so in our next topic, we'll be talking about how to do research and your homework on the property and what to look and whatnot. So Tarindo.
Yes, Isur, as you said, how to do your homework before buying, making your buying decision. I would like to invite Mr. Ashel Sosa. He's a sales manager at Marina Square, and he has been with Access Engineering PLC for half a decade, working in commercial and residential real estate of the group. Over to you, Ashel.
Thank you, Tarindu. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashel, and I'll be giving you an introduction on how to do your own research when selecting a property. So before you get into your research, there are a few pointers that you could look into to make your research productive. So first, you got to ask yourself what your requirement is exactly. Are you looking to buy a property as an investment? Are you looking at it to live? If so, how many family members will be living with you? Extended family, how many rooms would you need? Next, you can look at your budget. It's very important to identify a budget. That way you can narrow down your search. It's also good for you to get an idea of your eligibility for financing options if necessary. So that way you can keep your options open as well. And don't forget to keep in mind and account for things like stamp duty as well as legal fees. Third, what is your preference? What are you looking to buy exactly? Are you looking to buy a land, a house, or an apartment? Of course, once you have identified your budget and your requirement, you'll be able to get a better idea as to what you can afford. And then, of course, you have to identify your preferred locations. So identifying a few locations you are interested in would be beneficial for you. Of course, it could be due to various factors, criteria, depending on your requirement. For example, if you're looking as an investment, infrastructure development in and around that area could be a deciding factor. If you have no preference, that's all right too. I mean, the research will be able to give you a clearer idea on a location which is ideal for you. Okay, so now that you have a rough idea of a budget and what you're looking at exactly, you can dive into your research. So one thing to keep in mind, whether it's for your own personal use or for an investment, location is key. So deciding factors on whether a location, the potential of a location would be points like accessibility, the infrastructure development, the neighborhood, and recreational facilities. These few things will give a location a strategic advantage. So you can start your research by getting on Google Maps and identifying a few key places around the area that you are focusing on. So whether it be for an investment or for a personal use, if the neighborhood that you're looking at has no potential for growth, the chances are the property value will remain stagnant. So key things that you can look out for are things like supermarkets, proximity to hospitals, schools, restaurants, crime rates. Those things will give you an indication of the potential in a neighborhood. Of course, you can use Google to get an idea of this, but it's always recommended that you go and explore this neighborhood yourself. That will give you a real feel for the location itself. Next, you can look at your connectivity and traffic congestion. So congestion is a key factor you would need to address when you're looking at real estate. You could again use data from Google Maps at certain times of the day to understand traffic congestion in certain areas. So increased congestion would have a negative impact on property value. So that is something you need to keep an eye on. I'd advise you to look into and read up on websites of government bodies such as the Road Development Authority or the Urban Development Authority. You can also check on their social media platforms. So this will give you an idea as to what development is planned and in what areas they're planning this development along with the timeline. So this information will allow you to get the foresight to gauge the potential of a particular location that you're looking at, and along with how the traffic congestion is planned to be addressed. So this development will give a strategic advantage to any particular location. Highway interchanges, widening of low-level roads, development of transportation hubs, all have a positive impact on value appreciation on real estate investments. So this will give a strategic advantage to any particular location. So an example that you could refer to, I mean, if you take a city like Athurugiriya, 5 to 10 years ago, before the highway, the Southern Expressway highway entrance point came into that city, Athurugiriya was pretty much a jungle. The land value prices were below the 100,000 rupee mark. But now if you look at the Athurugiriya, the city, it has become a sort of a residential address. This is purely because of the connectivity. So if you take any city with a highway interchange and see how that particular city has developed and the land value has appreciated before and after the interchange, this will give you a good enough understanding of the potential of capital appreciation that comes with infrastructure development. Athurugiriya is a perfect example of that. I mean, now if you look at, in order for you to pick a strategic location, developments that are ongoing, for example, the Kalini interchange, that cities that are connected to that highway Kalini interchange will also see the similar type of capital appreciation. So you can also get an idea of this capital appreciation, how the price points have also changed by speaking to industry professionals and even researching online. You can check on price index on real estate in certain areas. The price information also and how the prices have changed can be easily gotten from online websites like Lanka Property Web. It is also recommended that you speak to people in the area. So that will help you to get idea of how your property value has changed over the years and if there are any concerns in the area that need to be addressed. Next, you could look at the recreational areas and the pollution in a particular location that you're looking at. Development of recreational spaces is also important. Public parks, walking tracks, jogging tracks, common areas, etc. So these also add value to a particular location, whether it be for an investment or for your living. Development of these facilities in a particular town or city is important for your value appreciation, as this is also a positive impact to reduce your pollution and improve your quality of life. Locations with a lot of greenery and a lot of fresh ocean breeze rather have a positive health benefits as well. So for you to get an understanding as to what kind of development of this nature is happening in and around the city, you can take a look at the megapolis development plan as well. So this will give you assistance for you to get an idea to what exactly the governing bodies have in store for the development of certain areas. So this will also help you pick an ideal location for your requirement. Next, you can look at the environmental concerns. So a few things to identify: is this land flood prone? Is it landslide prone? Is it a marshy land? All these factors will have an impact on the value appreciation of this particular location. Since real estate is a long-term game, whether it is for your personal use or as an investment, it is critical to ensure that the area is not susceptible to adverse environmental conditions. Now, for example, if you're taking a property, let's say you're looking at buying a piece of land. Let's say every year this land goes underwater, it's flood prone. You can be sure that the land value will not appreciate in that area. So in order to avoid those kind of hiccups, this research that you could do will avoid you the trouble and spare you any unpleasant surprises. So the best way for you to gather this information also is by speaking to people who live in the area and who are familiar with the area. Also, I mean, if the land value has, for example, if you're looking at a piece of land again, and it's a marshy land, when it comes to the construction point of developing that land itself, if the soil is not of an ideal condition, you might have to spend a lot of money in doing a foundation, which will be a major road bump in your investment plan. So those are things for you to keep in mind when you're looking at a particular investment as well. Environmental concerns. The next point, the final point, would be your developer credibility and the legal due diligence. So while you're looking at the facts to make an informed decision on the location is important, it is also important to look at the technical factors. Whether it be lands or housing complexes or apartment projects, a quick research on the developer's credentials is crucial. This way you can ensure that you're getting value for money and your investment is secure. So listed corporate entities, public listed corporate entities, are the safest bet when it comes to developer credentials, purely because of the strict monitoring controls that the regulatory authorities have put on them. If you're looking at investing with private developers, it's recommended that you do a bit of reading and asking around, asking people in the market to get a pulse on what the experiences are with these various developers. If you're looking at buying real estate from an individual, it's always best to be extra cautious in doing a thorough legal due diligence prior to purchasing. Most law firms will be able to assist you with the title report, which will ensure that the property has a good legal pedigree. The last thing you want to do is get involved in a development that is not of sound nature in terms of the legality and the legal pedigree of the land. So another little pointer that you can look out for is if a bank, a local Sri Lankan registered bank, is offering financing facilities for a particular property, you can be rest assured that the title and the deeds are clear. So basically, to sum up, real estate is one of the best investments that you could make. In order for you to get the best value for your money, information is key. study the market, read online, go on to talk to industry professionals, and get a feel for the market. Information is key. Stay up to date. Read as much as possible as on real estate developments in the market. This way, you'll be able to get a high return and pick an offering which is strategically positioned in the market to appreciate with ongoing and upcoming developments in the near future. Happy investing, and thank you.
Thank you, Ashel. As you said, a good property search is a must to make sure that you have all the facts about the property before buying it, and not to have any surprises or problems afterwards. Thank you, Ashel. And we have many questions received. We'll go one by one.
Sure.
And first question is from Mr. Rana Singh. He's asking why the prices are high in upper floors. I think that's referring to the apartments.
Sure. So usually when a structure goes high above the ground, the construction cost per square foot also increases. That's why apartments on a higher floor are more expensive, because it's more costly to build. Also, in addition to that, the views that you will have from this higher part on a higher elevation is also a bit better. But mainly it's due to the higher construction cost.
Okay. And the next question is from Pandita Gay. He's asking, what do you think about the durability of a seaside apartment?
Well, that would vary depending on that again is where the developer's credentials come into the picture. A developer of sound credentials and who has a good history and good experience in real estate development, when they come to seaside apartments or seaside developments, they will use material which is durable, which is built to take that kind of conditions that are meant to be used along the shoreline, so that they can withstand this kind of weather and with this kind of environmental conditions. So basically, mainly aluminium materials like aluminium, which are resistant to rust.
Okay. So you mean that new technology involvements are there with those kind of apartments buildings? No. Okay.
Yes.
And
most
yes,
complexes by the ocean, they use marine grade technology, which is resistant to corrosion from the sea mist, from the sea breeze.
okay, sure. And the next question is asking about how can I trust a developer if I'm buying an apartment while constructions are yet to begin?
That's actually a good point. See, there again is where the developer's credentials really come into the picture. See, if you're working with a corporate developer that is listed, for example, in the Colombo Stock Exchange, they have strict and stringent accounting practices and monitoring controls that have been put on them by the regulatory authorities. So they have to ensure that these projects are developed. Now, for example, if you take a project like Marina Square, it's a joint venture project with China Harbour, Access Engineering, and Mustafa Singapore. So those are international players in the real estate industry. So that way you can be rest assured that the project will be completed. So to sum up, to answer your question, the developer's credentials when you're buying off the plan or when you're buying a project during the construction phase is very important, because there are a lot of horror stories in the market where these developers have sold apartments where they haven't delivered on the project. That's why it's always recommended to go with a reputed corporate developer to ensure that your investment also is safe and secure.
Okay, Ashel. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much, Ashel, for your sharings. And there are so many questions, but due to the time constraint, what we will do is we will share all the questions with Ashel, and he will be personally emailing you the answers. Thank you so much, Ashel, and we wish you well.
Thank you,
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Yes, Sanidhu. Thank you, Mr. Ashel, for giving us that insights on how to do proper research on before purchasing property, and especially when it comes to investment property, you need to think about ROI, you need to think about the investment, the return, and everything. So thank you very much for giving us that insight on that. So before we go to the final session, let's quickly go to our sponsors and come back in a jiffy.